Hi, are you a rental company that doesn't ask questions?
That's how you should start.
All right, let's get on the phone.
No, I've got 100% faith this is going to work.
I'm just going on record right now. I'm highly concerned with this one.
100% good. Might have a little bit of a crack in the pelvis.
We're going to formulate the plan as we go. Clearly, we got to work together on this. He's going to be drifting around. As if I didn't have enough fun on the water, this guy has to one-up me, so he's going to drive his friggin' car across here, and then I'm going to hit his boat wake. I'm going to hit his car wake. First Subaru jet ski flip, not a boat, it's a car. It's a car flip. It's a car wake flip. Who does that? Gymkhana does.
Basically, I have no idea what speed I'm going to hit the pond, but I know that I'm going to hit it as fast as I think I can make the corner afterwards. Well, last time, like, it jumps. The camera guy, look, the camera's straight ahead on the outside. Yeah. Like, it jumped sideways, thank goodness, down 2 gears, backed it in, full back this smoke show, and then I missed the corner, but like I still made it around. I was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, back to 1. I'm like, wait, what? We gotta do this again? I'm like, no. I can't do it any better.
This here's a Hughes 500, what most people know it as. Howard Hughes, original design, 1963. They built thousands of these for the Vietnam conflict. And after Vietnam, this aircraft went to the National Guard. And after the National Guard, it was taken in the 1980s, taken over to the Task Force 160th for U.S. Army Special Operations Aviation Regiment. This is one of the original 23 AH-6 Charlies. After it spent its life there, it went into the Border Patrol. And then we got it after that. So we have a handful of these that we operate for close air support and movies and other types of training.
I can only keep the car at about 60 miles an hour backwards, and then it had so much traction here. But now with this little bit of rain that just came through, I should be able to do 100 mile an hour at 360. And while I'm backwards, I want to wave at the helicopter. And I thought, man, the smoke's going to be so much off the tires. But now that it's wet, I think it's going to be perfect. I got to go.
Do it. What are you guys gonna do?
Oh, we're gonna do a little dancing with the helicopter and the Subaru.
Floyd is running the bird up. He's gonna watch Travis do the practice so he can see the motions of the vehicle in person, and then we'll move the helicopter down, start adding piece by piece. This is generally how we do this safely, is Travis gets comfortable at the actions, then we move the bird in at a very safe altitude, get kind of the choreography done. And then we slowly walk it in as guys get more and more comfortable with how exactly the motions are going. So we're gonna hit that right now. Okay, that was as good as it's gonna get without getting any more dangerous. Skids were below the headlights. Shots look amazing. The smoke and the rotor wash and everything, like, no one's ever done this. So we're seeing things and how this reacts for the first time ever, and it's coming out. I'm speechless.
This is a Czech fighter jet. It's called an L-39 Albatross. Black Rifle called us the other day, said, hey, we need a jet for this shoot, so we jumped on it. We're gonna go along the left side of the bridge, real low, try and get under the bridge, and then pop up over, come into frame, and go right along Travis over the bridge with him, with the smoke on. So the problem that we're trying to figure out is to match his speed. If we get down to like 140, we can't hold altitude, and we're gonna be really, really low over the water right next to the bridge. Travis's car, they haven't even tested it at these speeds yet. Yeah, so it's really going to be a first.
Hey, give us a 4-second before turn call on this one. We're going to try and put Travis a little bit earlier. From the jet to the director's communicating to the car team, who's then telling Travis to go. So we're trying to time this with like 58 variables. It's a joy, as you can see.
So freaking cool. Travis literally driving side by side next to Doc. That's beautiful. Look at that. That's amazing. That's Black Rifle Coffee for you, baby.
You guys go ahead and land, and we'll see you back at the hotel for lunch and debrief this and show you the awesome footage we did get. Awesome. Have a safe flight, guys.
That's crazy.
We're below the bridge.
Oh, that's
he
lit.
passes you.
That's fucking sick.
They have a beautiful shot.
That's awesome.
Him passing
At
you.
one point, I was passing him, and I tickled the throttle back a tiny bit, and the nose drops a tiny bit. But when you're at 80 feet, that puts you down at 40. He's going 40, and I'm like, pull up, pull up, pull up. And I couldn't take my eyes off because I went over one bird. The second pass on the first time around, we were going, and I said, bird, and I went, boop.
Yep.
I was hoping somebody
Right
got
over
that. I was like, bird, boop. Yeah.
More of the team has showed up. Travis is about to do a base jump. I mean, what a better way to wake up?
I'm having writer's block.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it.
Perfecting coffee delivery since 2014.
Weather actually is holding. It was supposed to be shit, but looks like it'll be great. It'll be an exciting day with a large celebration at the end. That was not a fun landing for sure. It was an oscillation, hit on his hip. I've done that under a round canopy before, and it fucking sucks.
He just said he's 100% okay, but has a crack in his pelvis.
Yeah. In true Travis fashion, I'm 100% okay, but possibly have a crack in my pelvis. What?
I want that new thing, that super fly thing. I wanna get that cool thing. Come on, give me that new thing, yeah.
Gymkhana Part 2, back at the scene of the crime. Jumped off there and then ended up in a hospital not too far from here with a broken back and pelvis and almost bled out. 6 months later, we have some awesome stuff planned. Hopefully we can get through this time without breaking the car as much as we did the first time. Maybe we'll break it more. We got a great crew and we're gonna have a lot of fun down here.
Oh yeah. I want that new thing, that super fly thing. I wanna get that cool thing. Come on, give me that new thing.
It was bad. Like I've never seen him not get up before, and that was really kind of scary for me to watch. First time I've actually seen him hurt. Like I've watched him break things, be like and then you find out later he snapped his femur in 5 places or whatever. This one, it was try to get up, lay back down, and I'm like, this is a bad day, and I don't see a lot of those.
Wanna be surprised, something I've never tried. Red hot, sunrise, burst up, it's kind, flex it, oh yeah. I want that new thing.
My 4th birthday, my Christmas present, my only Christmas present, was to go to the Digger Dungeon to meet Dennis Anderson and just sit in Gravedigger Monster Truck. So now his son, Ryan, is out here. So we wanted it to be technical to really match what kind of Ken Block and the Gymkhana is all about. So they're starting to get where they can nose wheel, they kind of back and forward. But they have to really give it pretty hard throttle to be able to move that sometimes. Sometimes it stays right upright. So there's a really good chance of getting the car run over. I figure the sketchier the better, as long as no one dies, it's a win.
Come on, give me that new thing. I want that new thing, that super fly thing.
So when I'm balancing my 12,000 pound truck on the front end, it's insanely hard to keep it still and to keep it balanced just right. So, you know, I'm up there, I'm strapped in so tight, I can't move my head, I can't move my bodies. My arm and my legs are the only thing that's loose. I'm using my shifter back and forth, trying to balance this big thing. And then meanwhile, I see Travis through my windshield, which I literally can see like 5 foot in front of me. He's almost touching me. And my hood hits the ground. Like I was losing balance multiple times, where I was having to save the truck from rolling over and hope I didn't run into him. You know, I can't turn around and see anything, so I have no idea where he's at. My engine's super loud, so I can't hear him at all. I'm just hoping for the best, basically. I started going down, and I seen him come by on the side, and I was like, oh crap, like I might land on him. But it was like perfect, like butters.
I want that new thing, that super fly thing. I wanna get that cool thing. Come on, give me that new thing. Yeah, I want that new thing, that super fly thing. I wanna get that cool thing. Come on, give me that new thing. Yeah.
When Ken did Gymkhana 1, it just blew up and gained this huge following, and I honestly have been a fan since day one. I was one of the first 1,000 views on one of the first videos, and to watch it grow into something that it has, it's mind-blowing where Ken was able to take it. And then to pass the torch to Trav, I couldn't be more happy because now I get to be in it. It's somebody pinch me kind of moment.
This is so cool. It's such a family. I mean, to have all the Black Rifle guys come out and, you know, they had been supporting me since way before we ever had a sticker anywhere. And when we were doing, you know, went to Puerto Rico, they just sent down not even just money and assets, but everybody came down. I mean, JT's down there putting roofs on houses and stuff. So it's so much stuff that Black Rifle does that no one really ever knows about. So to have them where they were actually on my car was really cool last year. Now this year, you know, title sponsor is awesome.
So like this is Travis's Gymkhana. You've seen what Ken can do, and that guy's a talented driver. But Trav takes things and adds like he just puts a twist on it that's just different. There's monster trucks out of this one. He's doing a pond skim. We've got a scoot ski. Like he'll add an element, like not to like it's not good or better either way. But one has just an element of surprise and stupidity, and the other one's a little more polished, which I'll let you figure out which one that is.
You know, I want to say it's weird because I think his fear button is broken in his brain. Like, you know, when we do this stuff, right? Ken, I love Ken. Ken's amazing. Ken's very precise. But Ken's like, I think he's past that point where he's like, you know what? I don't think I need to jump a bridge over a helicopter or do something crazy. He's had his fun. And Travis is like in his prime, right? So he's like willing to go the extra mile to do. Really, I mean, he enjoys it. It's not because he has to do it. He's doing it because he loves it. Yesterday we had the beach scene, and we had a little clipping area at the palm tree, exiting the beach. We kind of knew it was gonna be close, and I've come to the conclusion now, if Travis just tells you, no, it's fine, he's gonna inch it closer. You know, he loves the proximity. So from the angle, it looked fine, and I kind of stayed in a spot. I was like bent over and like looking at the shot, and I'm like, the angle, he's like, oh, he's not gonna be close. Well, he flicked it, and ended up, I mean, I had to be an inch from the lens, and I was on a super wide lens, but I didn't realize how close it was until the exhaust literally backfired in my face, and the amount of air that comes out is actually impressive. But anyway, yeah, blew by, and the shot ended up being epic.
There's trust issues in a bad way, like people don't trust people, and then there's trust issues on, I'm coming around a corner going, ooh, this is gonna be tight, and he just steps into it. I mean, this man, he has almost been run over by Baldwin, he's almost been run over by Block, he's almost been run over by me 3 times just yesterday. And the shots that he gets, one shot he's like, I didn't realize I was quite so close until the backfire from your car actually burnt the hairs on the side of my face. So as I'm going by at 100 miles an hour, it backfires and like that close. Be more, you, sir, along with the other camera guys, are the reason this film is so freaking awesome. Everyone is down here with the purpose of making the best Gymkhana ever made. And we owe it to Ken Block. We owe it to Subaru, to Black Rifle, to Pit Viper, to all the people that put so much into it. And not only did they put so much into the film, then when I hurt myself, we had to go back to the drawing board. We had to like re-budget for everything. It took a lot of lobbying and a lot of work from everyone at Hoonigan to to really clear this with the town and to make sure that it was worth it for the community to have us back. After you get hurt, after something doesn't go to plan, they lose a lot of trust in myself, in the fact that we'll be able to pull this stuff off. And I know we can, though. So it's going to be a pretty stressful day, but I know I can jump a helicopter. This is kind of a pass or fail moment. We got a lot of these, but if it goes right, it happens really quick. Looks really simple. Car should land well. Everyone's done their homework. We know what to do. If it goes wrong, Floyd catches a gust of wind, comes up too high, car doesn't make it, I miss the ramp. I'm going straight into the wall at 120, 130, and then I'm going to bounce back into, and probably Floyd and I are both done. I'd be done on impact, and he'd be done on the other impact when the car falls out of the sky on him. So, it's super high risk, but we both know what we're doing, and we both trust that the other person's going to do their job. Floyd's not going to be too high. It's going to be right where he needs to be, and I'm going to hit the ramp. And at that point, it looked really simple, and it's just going to be an awesome film. Great picture. It's definitely, this picture's going up on the mail, no matter what happens. I don't even know where to begin with this one. It started 6 months ago. Jumping, hydroplaning, sliding, jumping. Had probably the best 2 days of filming I've ever had. Best car I've ever driven. The 83 wagon. It's shorter, it's narrower. It has the corners. It's just easier for me to pinpoint. Ken really wanted some more proximity stuff. He goes, look, hanging the wheel over the edge. He's like, all right, cool. You one-up me on one thing, but let's be tighter on our donuts. He goes, this isn't just about being out of control. He goes, anyone can drive out of control. He's like, this is for the car enthusiasts. This is for the people that, we don't want to give them an edge to say, oh, I could do that. So for me, it was really important to be as technical as possible through here, but still have as much kind of nitro in who I am, kind of that flair. So yeah, there's jumps. We ended up jumping over this helicopter on a bridge down at Boot Key, and that's freaking amazing. We had so much fun. Everyone, all the firefighters, all the medics, unfortunately, but all the towns really came together, and we were able to put together what I think is definitely the best film that I've ever been a part of. We were able to donate $30,000 to the local community here to help persuade the politicians, but I think it was a win-win because now, not only do we get to have a lot of fun, but the next generation will get to have a lot of fun.
Son, I love thrills like a middle school crush. If I can't die, there ain't no adrenaline rush. Watch me fly by through the sky on my dirt bike, reppin' 199, cause I'm coming in clutch. And like 9